does sound like Baldur's Gate 2. Let's do a bit of testing then, and then I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna do it and in which format this will happen, shall we not? Now, let's see if we can actually capture this properly. I think we can. Okay. Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Arm. A game that actually had to be discussed quite a bit, if it even is supposed to be called Baldur's Gate 2, because after all, it does not feature the city of Baldur's Gate, which is kind of the namesake of the first game. Fair point, but it is indeed Baldur's Gate 2, not by merit of the city of Baldur's Gate, but by merit of being the second part of the Baldur saga, which, you know, is fairly enough Baldur's Gate. Which also means that Baldur's Gate 3 is most definitively not a Baldur's Gate title, although it has the merit of featuring said city. Sadly. Oh well. Now then. I did put it to the vote, and one person decided that we were gonna play this as vanilla as we can, which means we are not gonna cheese around things, which means we have very limited options as our little character is indeed a female, and that means romance-wise we're kinda bound. I think, if memory serves, and mind you, it's been a long time since I engaged with Baldur's Gate 2. Women have like one option. It's that one night guy, isn't it? That they can engage with. I'm probably going to put that out there as well, you know, if you want to see that path. I don't think I ever went through the romance option with the female, so that would be new for me, mind you. And I'm not opposed to that at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I always like to engage with something new. For once. Apart from that, we're gonna not play around with the game overly much. We're gonna leave it as is and take it in its enhanced edition state. That means there will be no mods, nothing else going on, just vanilla Baldur's Gate 2 with the options given to us or not given to us at any given time. As for the scheduling per se, I did kind of point out that this would be the problem once I start playing this again. And that is precisely the problem, because once I start, I tend to get really, really absorbed in it. And basically, turn my whole fucking channel into a pretty exclusive Baldur's Gate thing at this point, because we have not done anything else for the past couple of days, and I guess to some degree that will somewhat hold up. I will try to keep up a little bit of the Star Wars multiplayer thing with a little strategy when he has time and energy for that, as I think that seems fair. And I might throw in a random other thing once in a while, but yeah, apart from that, you're probably gonna see a lot more Baldur's Gate 2 once more. Basically gonna be if not daily, at least almost daily occurrence, I would say. Starting in Shadows of Arm, going through the Throne of Baal. We're gonna ignore this part because that is just you know, imagine it's not there. It's not gonna be there. Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his death he shall spawn his score of mortal progeny. Chaos shall be sown in their footsteps, so saith the wise alone do. That guy really knew what he was talking about, because chaos is indeed what's gonna follow.
You spent your youth in the library fortress of Candlekeep, under the kind tutelage of your foster father Gorion. Imoen shared this home, a kindred spirit. Her background was as mysterious as your own. Gorion's murder brought answers to your questions when his killer Saravak was revealed to be your brother. You and Saravak were a product of the time of troubles, a chaotic period when gods were made flesh and forced to walk the earth. One such deity foresaw his own death and walked the land before the Cataclysm. He left a score of mortal offspring, intended to be the fuel for his rebirth. The god was Baal, Lord of Murder, and you are one of his children.
He was not the only god who foresaw his death.
Sought a war of sacrifice to prove his worth, believing he could become the new Lord of Murder. You killed your brother, sending his taint back to Baal. You were the hero of Baldur's Gate, but some suspected you shared the same lineage as Saravok. You departed soon after, under circumstances much darker than anyone would have believed. They came as you rested, figures cloaked in mist that clouded your thoughts, blurring the lines between consciousness and dreaming. There was no malice or hatred, no mention of an old score, only quick capture and the promise of grim deeds to come.
It does get me in the mood. I have to agree. That does get me going. Basically, you know, playing The Siege, and to some degree Baldur's Gate 3 is a bit like watching gay porn. Doesn't do it for me. This short intro, yeah, that gets me going. That gives me a raging hard on. I'll admit. Not as much as Baldur's Gate 1, especially the old Baldur's Gate 1 with the old movies and shit. The cute little movies actually, like when you enter Nashville for the first time and stuff like that. That's just awesome. Really enjoyable. Okay. New game, load game. Do I have save games here? No. I was about to say, import game. Okay, that's the final save. Then a final save for the Siege thing. I guess technically we didn't really level up much. Oh, look here. He has still not leveled up at this point, but that doesn't really matter because we're not playing this in one singular game format. This was an option back in the day. I think it's still an option. There's still ways you can basically take all of the all of Baldur's Gate, the Siege, sadly, in Baldur's Gate 2, and basically make it into one large giant world, which is kind of cute. At which point this becomes relevant, because, well, you know, not so much for you, you'll find out why, but for some of these it becomes rather important, because then you have character consistency. Because of course, Baldur's Gate 2 will start it a bit differently. That means your characters will also have chosen rather interesting new paths. However, that is not something we can do much about, I would say. Also, look, we have in-game spent over a fucking year at this point. Oh well. Well, it would be a waste not to use it, I guess, so we will take it. Yeah. I do love my stats though. 19, 19, 19, 19. Yeah, we are so far out of the realm of what any mortal could reasonably achieve that is not even known. My list of known spells? Okay, right, I forgot. Actually, randomly started writing spells in order to get some minor XP here and there. I guess at this point I have a rather nice collection, but I'm not too happy about X's. I don't know why the fuck I choose X's there. Somebody must, some evil spirit must have influenced me. Because realistically, if you have two-handed weapon style, apart from the obvious, the two-handed sword, I think the only other weapons that are technically two-handed is spears and halberds, if memory serves. Don't quote me on that though, I'm not too sure. As a beginner, some minor details will always be forgotten in time. Yes, yes. It's a nice music track though. Yeah, I guess appearance. I do love that. It's like a blast from the past now, isn't it? Oh then, we're kinda still well and truly good setup. I mean, you know, still silvery. I mean, it's a bit more blue silvery, but I wish I would remember where the fuck that picture came from. But meh, like a bit more reference material and golden details. That seems good enough. Ooh, voices. We have a voice though. That is so nice.
The obvious choice.
Jesus. You sound like you have even more between your legs than me. creepy.
Everyone will benefit under my leadership. Oh, you know, I could really use some rest.
That sounds amusingly
You're
charming.
not so tough. Now that I'm in charge, we'll be sure to have some fun. Oh, I really could use to rest for a while.
Yeah, some of these voices are just gold now.
You will fall by my hand! Of course, I'm the best choice. I must rest soon. I am weak when I am tired. You will fall by my hand!
Okay, how do the males then sound?
Ah! No one is more worthy. I need rest if I am to fight.
Enough, pretty normal.
Let's do this quick and painful. I'll get the job done, whether leader or not.
To battle with no regrets. I shall endeavor to be an inspiring example.
But only endeavor
Battle
to
and
it.
victory! I will strive to lead responsibly.
To battle and victory!
You're not so tough.
I do love this laugh though. It amuses me a bit. I think this is gonna be the voice I'm gonna go for. It's gonna give me at least a few nightmares, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna change the name. I have to have some consistency at least. And then I guess, actually, do I have a biography? Yeah, basically that's it. Fair enough. Except core rules. Do we want to play on core rules? Yeah, I'm not going to play on harder, because honestly I don't think I have the patience for that any longer. It's something I did in the past though. Attacks were well versed in the AD&D mechanics. Enemies deal full damage, but members can permanently die, and spells aren't guaranteed to be copied to spellbooks. Yeah, which is a pain in the ass if you actually want to copy like 10 spells or so into your fucking spellbook. Quite a lot of saving and loading sometimes, which is the whole reason why I didn't do it on stream. I kind of felt like that was just unnecessary. I mean, there is going to be a lot of inventory management already. There's going to be the whole merchant nonsense that is just part of the game system, but that always felt like a bit of a waste of time, to be completely fair and honest with you. Yeah, I think, what's the story mode? Against all the benefits of easy, and they cannot die in combat. Why would I want to... What's the point? I mean, if you're completely new to Baldur's Gate, okay, I can see somebody going like, okay, here, for example, normal, a bit less damage. That is something I could understand somebody going for, you know, maybe even easy. If you really have no idea what the fuck you're doing, I can get that. But what's the point of that? If you cannot die in combat is a pretty major part of the fucking JRPGs in general. At this point, why would you even bother playing the game? You could just watch a video on YouTube. I mean, literally, you could just... I'm sure there is. If I look this up now on YouTube, I'm pretty sure if I look Baldur's Gate story, I can see somebody going through the story just in video format. At this point, I don't need to play now, do I? That seems like an unnecessary thing to add, honestly. It seems completely pointless. As I said before, if that is what you want, then just watch a video on YouTube and be done with it. Heck, even has the added advantage that you don't actually need to waddle through all of the fucking areas. You can just see the skips and just see the story. Pain in the ass, honestly. That's the sort of thing I really don't understand. If this is what you want, then you don't actually want to play a game. Basically, what I feel like. I mean, literally, there's probably... I'm not gonna look it up right now, but I will after we're done here. If I go to YouTube, I'm pretty sure I can find an evil playthrough and a good playthrough and a neutral playthrough of Baldur's Gate on YouTube, and then I can just skip around as much as I want on this. See, as I said before, I'm not necessarily against having more choices like this, you know, if you really want a challenge, or go for normal, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed because you're not too familiar, or maybe because it's been a long time since you played. Absolutely okay in my opinion. Easy, okay, if you're really new and you really feel overwhelmed, okay, I can still understand that, but at least you're still trying to play the game, aren't you? And at least trying to somewhat engage with the mechanics. This kind of just takes over half the mechanics out of the game. Because at this point, you don't need to do anything. You just send your people in and let the game run and go like, okay, I'm gonna go and get myself a coffee and let the party fight. This must be a product of modern day thinking for some reason, and I don't get it. 500 games, I think. Yes, but you cannot make... Baldur's Gate Throne of Baal is in an unlimited, basically, power fantasy, because at the point you reach the Throne of Baal, you are fucking powerful. You can do fucking cool things. This is just... I wouldn't call it cheating, it's part of the fucking game mechanics apparently, but it's pointless. It's fucking pointless. As I said, if that is what you want, just watch a fucking YouTube video. I don't give a flying fart. But don't claim that you played Baldur's Gate if you played it on this, mind you. Because at this point you haven't actually played the game. You just watched the game by itself. See, I'll repeat the point. That this, okay, this still I can get behind, because you're still trying, and at some point you should probably go away from this and go up to here, and then maybe go to what you're supposed to be doing, core rules, which is kind of what the game was supposed to be played at. And then if you get really into it, you can try this shit. I mean, I never really tried playing more than hard in my memories, anything to go by. And I hated quite a bit of that, because oh boy, that can butt fuck you pretty fucking hard. I do know one person in my friend group who played on a higher difficulty like this. I personally don't think that's something I would enjoy, but yeah. This is an affront against humanity and all the gods of the Pantheon together. Highest difficulty, how much? Yeah, no, fuck you, strategy. Even you can't afford that. What is the highest difficulty actually? Legacy of Baal. Enemies have all the benefits of insane difficult as well as significantly more hit points, improved IQ, better shaving throws, and more attacks per round. Warning, Legacy of Baal can only be selected at the start of the game, and once selected cannot be changed. You want me to play this mode? Baldur's Gate 2. Do you know how long this game is? We're talking about Baldur's Gate 2 here. Baldur's Gate 2, in its entirety, is a fucking long game. I'm talking about hundreds of hours that I would have to spend here. If I play it on this particular mode, we'll die in every last single fucking encounter along the way. Multiple times. It's not gonna be fun. For anyone. Not for me, and not for you watchers. But I tell you what, strategy. I'll tell you what. If you want to see me for hundreds of hours just suffering, you'll have to open up your pockets very, 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 very fucking deeply. And I do mean very fucking deeply. We're not talking about, collecting feather in Assassin's Creed style. I was more than willing to, fork over the goods for like a 200. Yes, very deeply. Very deeply indeed. I can put a number on it, but you're not gonna like it. Let me break this down then purely mathematical for myself. Let's see here. Depending on how complete we need to play this, I would say that seems a bit too... And there are, of course, actually how... Let's say that we actually skip some of the things and we actually play this just core story, basically. And I would assume at least, considering my very slow progression rate, I would at least assume 100 hours. I'll tell you what. This, we're talking about a royal pain in the ass, and long-lasting royal pain in the ass. But everything in this world has a price, and this too has its price. Because there's a high chance we will not even leave the fucking first dungeon in peace and quiet if we do this. Let's see. 100 hours, I would say, would be reasonable playing time. At least 3,000. And that is not debatable. This will always stay in the thousands. Because I'm absolutely not willing to engage with that. That will take a lot of the fun out of it. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but if I set this somewhere in the hundreds, I know strategy will go like, is my bank still open? Yeah. I tell you what, 3K, and we do this. We do this. Understandable. Understandable. I mean, fair enough, I might be willing to get this down to 2,000, you know, because it's strategy. And he does get friend conditions, but I'm not gonna lower this outside of, you know, prodigious before we're talking about cents, because no. I remember suffering on this already quite a bit along the way. I'm not going to suffer through this for anything less than that, basically. Wait, do yeah, okay. And going off the usual thing, 2,000, maybe. There's not going to be much more room, much more wiggle room, because no, not for a few $100. That would be a problem. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I can offer you, if you want, I can offer you insane for $1,000 if you're that desperate to see me suffer in a game I do love and enjoy. We can look about that. Maybe let's say 500 for hard. Actually, I would also go for 400 for hard. That's doable. Otherwise, we're gonna play core rules as is only good and proper. But yeah. Let's be reasonable here. This is a game I really enjoyed. I don't really want to suffer through it for any reason. That does seem a bit over. Yeah. I can get one of the lower difficulties for a bit more, but Legacy of Baal sounds like it would be a royal pain in the ass, and that is sadly not nothing I'm willing to negotiate on. These two we can talk about in a bit more of a reasonable fashion. Otherwise, you get this one. Just simple and true. Also, before we make this choice, I will actually have to give myself a new pot of coffee. As I said before, these are the options. Heck, if you want to, if you really want to fuck with me, you can pay me to play on story mode. I would take every last single second of that as well, just not in the same way. Although to be fair, I would also apply hundreds of bucks towards story mode, because that really sounds like it wouldn't be enjoyable. It really takes the fun. I mean, imagine fighting a dragon, okay? To give you a nice little example, imagine fighting a dragon. You finally overcome the dragon, you finally slew the motherfucker. And you realize, I'm not feeling satisfied, so I'm playing this on story mode. But yeah, you do that little strategy, we'll talk about this. And while you're doing this, I'm going to get myself a new pot of coffee. And then we'll decide how to do this. I mean, to be fair, I'll be honest here, I'm not in the most financially stable situation at the moment, so if I can milk some money out of this, I'll do so. I'm not gonna deny that, mind you. I mean, becoming somebody else's bitch, because I guess. But yeah, to put it in simple terms, basically, apart from Legacy of Baal and story mode, anything in between is kinda debatable. Although I said before, I will set some rather high limitations on the highest and the lowest, basically. In between, we can talk. I mean, normal, okay, I don't really see the point. That would be, in my opinion, a bit of a waste of funds. Easy? It's kind of gay, honestly. Story mode would just be suffering for me, because I actually do like the fact that I can't die and I can't suffer in fucking story mode. In normal mode, so yeah, it would be a very much psychological sort of suffering that I do not wish to engage with much. But as I said, yeah, and in between, sure, a bit more danger we can go through. No problem there. Also, for once, while I'm gonna get up and get myself the next pot of coffee, and actually let you sit on this screen, because the background music is actually pretty fucking nice. I would say even nicer than my usual I'm taking a break sort of music. Oh yeah, that one's the broken one. God damn it. Now I have little charcoal pieces all around. Ah. There. Put that in here. €75 for story mode, eh? I'll tell you what, I do easy for... Let's say easy for 80. Story mode, I would really like to apply a bit more, because honestly that's just gonna be... it's gonna be boring, quite frankly. I at least want to have some fighting going on, and I just want my characters to die when they reach 0 HP. Story mode, I'd say... yes, it's gonna be fucking boring, but okay, story mode for 200. Easy, I can give you for 80. Normal, I'll give you for 50. I do need money, that is indeed true. I would rather, you know, also like to enjoy games that I actually do enjoy. We can say 75 for easy if you want to, but story mode needs to be priced a bit higher, because honestly that's not gonna be fucking fun for anyone involved. So yeah, I'll give you the list basically, you know. This one, thousands of dollars. It's probably not even something you can get away with. Let's say insane, 400, hard 200, normal I give you for 50 because easy I give you for 75, 95 for story. Yeah, story mode needs to be that needs to be at least 200 for story mode. Let's say 150. Let's say 150. Okay, just because it's your strategy, but otherwise please choose one of the in between one. Apart from calls, I'm just gonna play anyway. But these are the ones I at least want to have the option of my characters to die in combat, because otherwise what's the point of playing a game that features combat heavily? It seems like a waste of time, doesn't it? You really want this? Yeah, okay, 150 for that. That is my last offer, honestly, for that one. And basically I give you as much time as I need to take a few drags of the pipe and get myself the pot of coffee. Otherwise, call rules it is. Alright. Somebody say I wouldn't allow this. I don't know, I'm quite willing to become somebody's bitch. Mostly because he is right in the point that I do need. Let's say my dietary habits have become quite poor at this point. And if I didn't have some old-fashioned connections, I'd be even worse. Oh, you have your options. Consider it well. Actually, the same offer is true for everyone, mind you. If you want to join and help Strategy achieve his goal of making my life even more miserable, go ahead. Make up your mind. You've heard the numbers multiple times, you know. I'm not even going to mention this because that is out of bounds. I think really, it's not completely. I do know some people would be actually having that sort of money lying around and be willing to throw it away, but I'm sure as hell hope that nobody actually does, because no, please God, no. Oh, that would mean so much suffering for hundreds of hours. This one, pricey, but suffering. This one, not as pricey, but still a bit more suffering. That 50% more damage, depending on what you're fighting, can really bite you in the ass. A donation goal. Actually, can I set something like that up? No, I would not put it at 100, because at this point you would just be going like, hahaha, I promised 95 anyway, so I'm just gonna put 5 more on top and go like, here, play story mode now. Story mode needs to be at least 150. Okay, sure, let me see if I can actually set something like that up. Is there an option for that? Okay. No. I really don't know. But yeah, 150 for that. 50 for that. 75 for that. That is what we're gonna get otherwise. Hard. Okay, I mean, 200, 400, and unpayable. Okay, that is your list. I will now disappear for roughly 2 minutes. And these are, my friend, I'm using Streamlabs because it has always been the most comfortable for me. Probably could set that up there as well, but I would have to look into how to do this. Can we change difficulty? Yeah, we can change difficulty while we're playing the game, but I tend to go like, okay, I set it up and I'm gonna enjoy it like this. So, feel free to do what you want to do. Consider your option strategy, consider them well, and you have like at least a minute or two to decide what you're gonna be doing or not. However, if I come back and I find you, sending me a check for thousands of euros for playing fucking Legacy of Baal, I will fucking remember that and not in a good way. I'll give you a second. Let's have some new coffee. What's that? Boosted something. Order my pieces here a little bit. Enjoyed the nice relaxing music in the background. What do we have here? Okay. Oh. How do I do this? Okay, so that is an option. How the fuck do I set that up though? It can be set up here. Oh. Okay, so then you get bars and shit. Ooh, technology. Cute. Ouch. That was a bit hot. Why the fuck would you touch the fucking cup there, idiot? Okay, so I just go like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this out for one moment, see if that actually works, and see how that works then. Okay, save settings. Click. Do this. And then I go, oh yeah, doing this live is gonna be a very good idea, isn't it? Oh boy. If I add where is it? Of you, I'll create a new one, and you go like this. Go like this. Then technically speaking, should it show up? Maybe potentially. I hate technology. Technology is difficult, and I don't like difficult things. I like things to be easy, for the most part. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would need to actually do this, I'm assuming. There's so many options. Yeah, but story mode takes all the fun away strategy. That's the difference. You see, there's quite a bit of a difference here. Let's see. What if I do here? I go here. Oh god, I would need to edit it as well, wouldn't I? And how do I make this come over? Look at that. That's how that works. Interesting. So I could set this up for the others as well, couldn't I? How? If I set that up for all of these, how would we determine what is what? Also it looks kind of ugly, just sitting there. To the other side, yes I can. I wonder if I can do multiple of those. Of course, that would be kind of cute. Also, you have like an unlimited amount of time for that at the moment. How many is that? 2030? Okay, I'm pretty sure people would be able to achieve that. That seems rather too generous of me. Hey, now we know how that works. That's good. I guess we could set something up like this potentially in order to make such decisions. It seems reasonable to do. But I would actually like to have more options there. Can I... Can I give more options there? Can I get more text in there, basically? I should put all that by the price, couldn't I? Would be an option. That's that, but it's not really... For technically, we would need it to have a lot more of those going around, and I think that's going to work, is it? Okay, let's see. Can I get... Can I get this to at least be... Okay, so that's the condensed form, that's neat. But it doesn't actually allow me to do that. So ideally, I would have, of course, a nice little list of things we want to set up there. I guess I could set up the maximum amount and go like, okay, if we reach certain interceptions, we're going to do that. That would be somewhat applied then. Seems like a pain in the ass that I will have to look into at some other point. Web. Back to roller skating while I drink a bit of coffee. So. Ooh, this is fucking hot. This is fucking hot. But there's an option. I just need to find out how to make this a bit more impressive, because if we have multiple choices, like this one, for example, let's say that I set this up as just a difficulty goal. Then I would need to actually have some sort of information to give people what that would mean in reference, you know, reach certain thresholds, how that would apply the difficulty. Because we can change difficulty apart from this one around within the game. So technically speaking, you could be like, okay, now if you're willing to spend like $50, we will change the difficulty to normal. If we reach the point where we go like let's say 80, we're gonna change it to easy. If you get to 150, we're playing in fucking story mode. If you get to 200, we get to fucking hard, and if you get to fucking 400, we're gonna play insane. Because that is the only one that is out, because yeah, it cannot be changed. And yeah, we could certainly set it up like this, and then change the difficulty around as much as you please. basically, to the point where you please. Also gives other people the option to overrule you through the sheer power of money, which I do kind of find tempting. But however, I would need to have some sort of text there that would actually allow people to see what the point is, wouldn't I? That's kind of what's stopping me at the moment. I guess we could make it wide. Yeah, now we pull it down a little bit further, go like this. Yeah. Yeah, fucking finally. It is gonna look horrible sitting just there, but I guess it's there. We have to suffer it now. You wanna complain about it? Complain to strategy about it. He's the one who brought this up, and now we have that going on. And now we shall finally, for the moment at least, venture forth. Yes. Whee! Corpses.
Ah, the child of Baal has awoken.
Yes, indeed.
It is time for more experiments.
Ouch.
The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process. Interesting. You have much untapped power.
I have indeed.
Do you even realize your potential?
More intruders have entered the complex, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
Run, little seed, run! Oh, shit. Oh, you underestimated the traps, didn't you?
Wake up, you. Wake up! Come on, we have to get out of here.
Well, no, we know who you are. You breathe on, I'll move another area. Come on, what's going on? Messed with your too, huh? When I was near Baldur's Gate and got jumped. The journal has been updated. I don't think I want to remember at all. He's been doing things to us. Get out of here. Can I trust you? Yeah, we can trust Imo, and I'm pretty sure we can trust fucking Imo, and if we can't trust Imo, we can't trust literally no one else in the world. He's quite close to us. What do you mean? Come on, don't make me think of it. The same to you, I think. I heard you screaming like it. Anyway. I don't know who's behind this. I owed him a depth of pain. Later, sorry, but I'm not sure I could get loose again if he came back. My head hurts so bad. It isn't like normal pain. It's on the inside. My bones hit a little dagger and it won't go away. Don't look at me like that. It just hurts, alright? Must have been a noise. There was a fight. Assassins came after our captor, I think. There's people dead all over. And the fighting's still going on. Could hear it. Going to get moving or do I have to leave without you? Alright, you are. Let's go. Good. I don't want to go by myself. I need you around. I don't want to be here alone. Yes. I'll look in the room to the west first. West and just a bit north. I think I saw some weapons in there. It's a room off the corner of this one. I don't think it's over here. They probably sold the best stuff. Of course they did. But anything's better than nothing. Now, let's go.
Yep.
Let's see, Mode. You are a mage receive. I hate that I don't have a choice. Mine is not the worst combination. Mages can cast invisibility, and that is very much an advantage to receive. I'm not opposed to that, it's just, oh boy. Yeah. Let's see, do you know any spells, though? You do know some spells, Salafov. All the way to 5th level, even. What do you have? You have Breach. He's completed all the spell by Breach. Shield protection to resist fear, protection from fire. That sounds rather useful. Domination. Always a nice one. Chaos. Put 2 of those together. You have stone skin, that's good. Protection magic. Minor globe of invulnerability as well. Okay, not opposed to you having that. Not gonna be much of a combat caster now, will you? So I guess you'll also basically use your spells to buff yourself. Although she is a thief, so you can probably get away with some combat casting if she's hastened, that is. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use that. Lightning bolt. Energy. Bolt intersects with a wall, it'll bounce until it reaches its full speed. Okay. Actually, no. I'm going to give you a second haste spell, because haste is actually rather useful. Strength is actually useful for you. Webbing is good. I don't trust you with that at fucking all. Mirror image instead. Giving the access to spells that will afflict the whole fucking area does never bode well. Identify is good, magic missile is good, so much you can take another magic missile for all I care. Here's for myself. Wow, without my equipment I'm kinda losing out there, don't I? Jesus Christ, do I know a fucking assholeish amount of fucking spells at this point. It is okay. I have that one, I have that one, and I have race form. Okay, that's okay for buffing. Another spell here. I would like to get another stone skin in there for when I need it. And I can do a 5th level spell. What can I? Oh, Feeble Mind. I do love Feeble Mind. When it actually works, that is. If not, it's kind of useless, but if it does work, oh boy, it's a nice way to fuck with people. Feeble-minded causes the subject's intelligence to degenerate into that of a simple beast of burden, unless a saving throw versus spell is made with a -2 penalty. Upon a failed saving throw, the subject remains in this state until a successful dispel magic is cast upon it. I really do love this spell. I don't know why precisely I love it so much. It's not the best spell, mind you, but it's a really fun spell. Okay, inventory. What do I have in my inventory? Literally a fuck all. Oh well. Off we go then. Jahira means they shall be freed.
Nothing to it.
Oh, I get no need to get used to the new voice.
Quickly! We must get out of here before whoever did this returns. I swear, traveling with you is never dull.
See, now she sounds a lot more happier than she did the last time we talked to her. Have you any idea why we are here? No, I do not, and I would rather we furthered the investigation at a time that was more in our favor. I have friends to find and in time enemies to punish. Repeat what I believe led to our capture if I must, but I doubt it shall prove to be different than what it already is known by you. My husband, Khalid, and I have traveled with you for some seasons now. We absolutely did. On the places we have seen a number too many to name. Your unique heritage has proven a magnet to adventure, for better or worse. The rest of us was right in directing us towards Overview. Remaining the company as friends, more than guardians, and exploits together have left the land for the better. It also filled our pockets quite nicely, mind you. We found many enemies, but we've dispatched them all. Whoever has trapped us now is certainly powerful to have done this so easily. As we know, we will deal with them in due course, but for the time being, it is more important we retrieve our friends and companions and leave this place. Where's Khalid now? Is he not with you? We don't know where he is, and it worries me. I hoped he was taken as we were, though it seems we were all meant for different fates. From the state of my head, I think I have been drugged. I have been spared any serious physical mistreatment. You, however, look as though you have been treated most unfavorably. I would not like to think of Khalid receiving the same. I will help, but the cage seems to be sealed magically. I don't know. If you are of sufficient strength, the possible cage may be broken. If not, you may have to search for whatever key it might need. Do try to hurry. I wish to be out of there for Yona returns. The ease of our capture suggests it may be beyond our power to resist. It would be best to face the culprit another day on our own terms. So go and be quick. We must free ourselves soon.
I'm waiting. Very well.
Failed to force the door.
What do you want? Gotcha.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would be the
Yes. Whatever you want.
Spot requires a key of some sort. You cannot stop through it without a decide. Indeed. Stress has been far too long since I was here.
If you say so.
Okay, weapons, a good start. And a key. And a two-handed sword. What more could I ever want? Some armor would be nice as well. The game's like, well, let me provide for you. I need a shield. You've got some chainmail, some flintmail. Anything else you got going for me? Refresh my memory game. 5, 4. Let's take that. Got a helmet. Got a piece of armor, and I got a fucking sword. What more do I need, you wonder? Elven armor would be nice, because then I could actually start casting spells while wearing armor. Quite the advantageous situation that is.
Name it. Good to go?
As for a little email one, let's see, you're your Baldur's Gate 2 equivalent, so how are you trained? Short dagger, quarterstaff, short bow, and dart. Well, short bow and short sword it is then. Well, expecting dagger is also an option, I guess. I'll give you a few more options then. For a moment, short sword. I don't think you have anything else to offer you. And a leather armor. Everything needs to be ordered. And so we need to... better. I actually would like to read what's going on.
Of course.
Spells, however. Can I... Do I have my familiar with me? I do not. That's something we should change immediately. Come to me, little one! Come to me! Whoosh. Hello, little ferret.
Yes. If that's what you want.
Come here, I want to pick you up and pet you in my pack. I'm free. XP bonuses, never to be not used.
The servant awaits.
Oh, that is a relief. About time too. Should be going immediately. Not only might the host come back, I simply must see the sun again, in none too short a time. Then please stick with me. Well, we will leave immediately and celebrate once we are out of this hole, as you would have it. Oh, there are other friends we must find as well. It is good to share your company again.
I await your need.
You're still a fighter druid. Very good. Now we need to equip you as well. And of course we're gonna save Minx as well.
Minsk will be free. These bonds will not hold my wrath. Butts will be liberally kicked in good measure.
That is how it should be. I'm not trying to feel, but how did we get here? Those are the stuff of legend. Our victory is the subject of song. Could I not follow to find my friends after they disappeared? I know not who has done this. They will avenge most viciously. The wrongs they, the wrongs dinner here. Look after skulls for what they have done. Anyway, she trapped here as well. I have not seen her. Trapped? Spirit is trapped in a cage created by my failure. Was to guard her, but she... They killed her as I watched, you see. I know not who they are, but I will redeem myself. And this is horrible. I'm so sorry for you. I won't cry for the dead. I won't. Okay, maybe a little. But I will staunch the flow of tears with righteous fury. Lullaby and good night, evil. Minsk will make you pay. Will help me. We must join together once more. Our fury will be such that bards will run their quills dry. Yes, ink will be scarce wherever we go. Yes, miss, I will do what I can. Rio. How to open your cell? I'll... Do not noise up. The boss have no luck at all. They're smithed together. I'm proud that they feared me enough to imprison me permanently. Are you insane? That's going to make this difficult. You'll keep looking, of course. You would never give up, I notice. The hero always succeeds, and the hero never drops short of a goal. But she also needs the key or switch. I don't know where they are. You brushed me aside with your words. You won't help. You can see it now. You do not intend to cut my change. You only intend to yank them. I'll make sure you do not live long enough to bend more friends. I will do as soon as I get off this bar.
The bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Minsk and Boo are free. Now you will not. No. Ooh. Oh, you are a smart one. I understand now. You said what you did just to get me mad. Mad enough to break free. Haha. You are as smart as Boo sometimes.
Aren't I? We can do more adventures together. They're friends to avenge, villains to smack about the face and neck. Right, Boo? Come here. Together we shall make our enemies' hands ever or fallen. And that I will. My sword shall be the question. We shall have fistfuls of sweet, sweet justice, and our enemies will be stains beneath our feet. But yes, but alright, who told me that I am raving again? Didn't notice the difference, but I shall heed his words nonetheless. Where was going now? Yes, Mince and Boo, at you, together again. Beware villains, I'll force justice down your evil, evil throats. You still have that rod, and that's how you keep the tin from our captives. Don't ask questions better left to aged sages. Boo's quick and evasive. There's ever so much to Mince to search. There's no hope getting us apart. Yeah, probably are better off not thinking about that. Mince and Boo, and we shall not be separated. Shall we go? The butts of evil await my boot print. But you are Minsk, evil's just late dirty feet. We shall mop the floor with its buttocks. Not myself in your watch, but Boo thinks you're just Yuki, unburned. Level
you
up.
Point, I punch.
Story mode? Well, if you're willing to pay for it, little one, you know, you have the options. Can be pricey. You also have other options. See, you have a little bar now. You can somewhat read what it says, although to be fair, it doesn't work that well. Water. Fair enough. Yeah, water actually. Actually, before I drink water. I'll put this aside. Up. And then I give myself some water. I do have the sticky note. It was trying to fly away, but I didn't succeed. It's still lying there. Although the sticky part has now given up the ghost. Nice and longbow. Okay, I'll level you up. Go ahead and I don't think you have another turn at sword, so nice, that's probably what's gonna have to
I'm waiting.
serve you.
Nothing to it.
And then we'll see what else we can get weapon-wise. We're getting the parts of the old brew together. Gonna have to be over here because you will have to.
Swords, not word. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
We don't nearly have enough in the way of armor and shit to make this pleasant. Actually, what else are you? True weapon style you are trained in.